Welcome to episode 5 of Do One Thing Social, where every week we take action to bring you at least one marketing or branding strategy to get you closer to your marketing goals. I'm your host, Lisa McKenzie, and founder of Blissonomics, where we help you define, discover, and monetize your purpose, and also founder of Mackenzie Moxie Media, where I work with entrepreneurs and authors. So today we are going through part 2 of building your brand blueprint. So there are 4 points, and last week in episode 4, we looked at the full blueprint, and I also put a copy for you to download in last week's video. I'll also put in this week's video. And last week we looked at voice. So I hope you gave yourself some time to work on your brand voice, your professional tone, the personality you want to express through your brand, your values, your beliefs, and made some connections with who you want to express through your brand and some of the examples that I gave you. I also gave you an example of our brand voice at Blissonomics, being authentic, direct, showing our expertise. Well, today I want to talk to you about your offer and your promise. Now, I'm not going to promise you that this is going to be easy and you're going to get it in your first shot. No. What I want you to do is if you're watching this live or if you're watching a recording of this, please say hi and give yourself, while watching the video and going through your exercise, give yourself some time. Block off all distractions and take a couple of deep breaths. Ground yourself if you can, wherever you are. When I do this kind of work, I like to grab my notepad and go sit by the water somewhere or sit somewhere quiet, or sometimes I like to sit in a cafe just so that I can have that background noise. And I ask myself these questions about what it is that I sell. And I don't mean the individual products. You're going to get down to the nitty-gritty of the individual products soon enough. But what do you sell, and what promise and experience do you want your customers to feel? Your products are going to change. We'll talk about products, but your products are going to change. What is the overall experience you want your customers to have? When you purchase something, or when you take part in something, or when you watch a show, a movie, what experience do you expect going in? If it's a new brand, if you've never done business with them or never experienced them or never had any interaction, then you might have some expectations or you might not. But the brands that you love, the brands that you wouldn't consider competition over, the brands that you would gladly spend your money or your time or any other resource that you have, think about those promises they make to you. Think about your experience. And then when you've done that, think about what you are trying to create, what your purpose is, and what you want to bring to the world, and how you want people to experience that. So your offer and your promise is what you want to sell, and why should people buy it, and what experience are you promising your buyer? Is it an experience of a corporate transaction? Is it an experience of freedom? Is it an experience of style and fashion, or maybe family and pets? Is it an escape, or maybe it's a delicious meal, or maybe it's community? So really give that some thought. Think about, as an overall umbrella, what the promise and the experience is, and then you can get down to the nitty-gritty of, this is the actual product that I sell. If we look at Blissonomics, our offer, the products that we sell, is community, courses, and mastermind. And we do that to help you discover, define, and monetize your purpose. And the promise is that we want people to know that when they're launching a new venture, sparking joy in their existing business, or building a professional brand, to be more recognized in their field, that we will work with them to help them do that. At Blissonomics, we give you the know-how and the tools to design the life and business you crave. So that is your promise. If you can if you can get that into a paragraph or two, that's fantastic. That's the added bonus. We're going to wrap all this up when we look at the 4 parts. But today and this week, I want you simply to focus on your offer and your promise. Now, next week, we are going to look at your differentiator. And then the following week, we're going to look at your visuals, because only when you pull all these pieces together that you can actually have a succinct thought of how you want to express this visually. You might have some thoughts along the way. And one of the things I'm going to talk to you about when we talk about visuals is starting a Pinterest board. If you feel the need to do that now, as you're thinking about your promise, your offer, and your voice, go ahead and start that right away and start pulling the colors and the feelings that you want to express through your brand through a Pinterest board. It's something that I love doing, and it's something that I've helped many clients do as well. When I work with authors specifically, I always ask them, coming back to offer and promise, purpose, offer and promise, I always ask them, what do you want people to feel as they're reading your book? Do you want them to have that sense of escapism? Do you want them to feel like they're learning something? Do you want them to drop the book after the first chapter and run to their computer and create? What is it exactly do you want them to feel, and how do you want them to build a relationship with you as a brand? You as a personal brand, you as a corporate brand, think that through. And again, give yourself some time to do this. You're not going to be able to do this as you're looking through your Facebook feed or you're on any other website. This is something that you have to think deeply. This is the work that you're putting out in the world. Give yourself that 15 minutes to do so. And we will see you next week with another episode of Do One Thing Social. Thanks so much.